Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lydia here with your new moon in Scorpio reading for November the 13th, 2023. And I've already picked the cards. We're working with the Dreamweaver's Oracle, strangely enough, instead of my usual Moonology decks by Yasmin Boland. This time we're working with Colette Baron Reeds. So this is kind of cool. We are actually on the heels of the November 11/11 Great Gateway Portal. So we just are in this heart of connection with spirit, with the openness of the vortexes in the earth, bringing in all this beautiful energies from the greater sun. It's just an amazing galactic and cosmic time. So that plus, of course, I'm talking about what is happening within us all. On the outsides, we're also seeing a lot of chaos and craziness. However, I'm focusing on the inside right now, so let's go ahead. So, like I said, I picked the cards, but I haven't looked at them, so let's look at them together. The first card we have is When You Feel the Magic Sing. Now, this has come up a number of times, actually, and when I say a number of times, it's actually in my free newsletter, talking about what's coming up in the week ahead. So you can check below for the link for that. If you would like to, you can just go onto my website and sign up for the free newsletter, and it will let you know, basically with a card reading and a channel message most of the time, that what the week ahead is about. So when you feel the magic sing, this is beautiful. It's because at the moment we're going through so many different things, and because of the fact that, and when I say different things, I'm talking about physical symptoms, metaphysical symptoms, the thought patterns and perspectives that are changing, the releasing of anything that doesn't serve us, like in karmic passages that we've had in our greater incarnations, as well. We're also preparing for a shift. Our internal bodies, our souls know this and know that this is upcoming, and we're hitting a threshold very soon. So that the threshold is that energy that is just building, and we can feel it. I mean, even the earth can feel it. The earth is letting things go with volcanic reactions and earthquakes and a lot of other weather related and climate related situations that the earth herself is letting go. So there's a lot of changes that are happening now. When it talks about the magic singing, this is where there is a beauty about our situation. There's a beauty because of the fact that we are going through so many changes, so many transformations to see this ascension through, and it is also chaotic at the same time. But it's definitely something that we all have to go through, whether or not some go through it a little bit more intensely than others. This is something that we all go through. If the earth is going through it, in fact, the cosmos is going through this transformation. It's on so many different levels. So having said that, let's actually take a look at what the guidebook says about when you feel the magic sing. The essential meaning here is the aha moment, on the right track, hope is real, you are being cared for, your partnership with spirit is true, you are not alone, you are being used for a higher purpose. These are all the essential meanings. So very complex card as well. And of course, for a very complex time. Feeds right in with the 11/11 portal too. That moment where the light bulb in your mind goes on, your heart goes ding, and time stands still. Suddenly, a bright light reveals something that was hidden, that you've been looking for but didn't know it. When you feel the magic sing, you know your connection to source, to the love of the universe. In that one timeless moment, you realize that time can stretch beyond what you ever thought possible, and you're given an expanded view and a second chance. More view is available for whatever it is you need to experience. This is access to more than before, and likely you're not going to know how any of this happened. Now is the time to remember a moment like this in your life and be ready for it to happen again. Perhaps this reflects your current experience. Regardless, you are about to enter a time of harmony where you will be certain of your alignment with the highest good of all. It's a beautiful feeling to know that your note in the symphony of life is pure and in tune. Use this moment wisely and be conscious of distractions. So when you feel the magic sing and your intuition pings you, this is the time to receive, expand, and rejoice. Now it's interesting because I believe that this would also follow suit with some of the planetary aspects that are happening today. And I would encourage you to go and check out some of the astrological readings on YouTube as well, or in whatever platform you use, just to see where we're at this moment and where you fit in your chart, where your birth chart fits in the astrological cycle at this time. What I see here is the fact that we are in this aha moment. We are going through a lot of different truths that are going to be coming out, things that might actually shock us as well. Don't know what they are. I'm just saying that's what I'm getting. The intuitive parts have to do with our history, what we think our human history has been. I dare I say that it's been a lie. So I'm just coming out and saying that. A lot of it has been withheld from us, and these are the truths that are coming up. This is the part that also allows us to have the aha moments. And also, we are getting more and more in tune with spirit, and spirit is also allowing us to have these aha moments because the awakening that spirit is doing with us. We are co-creating with our angels and guides, and of course directly with spirit in whatever endeavors that we decide to do, which also brings about the purpose. So what purpose do we have in our journey at this time? That is going to be revealed if it hasn't been revealed already, and the step-by-step process of how we're going to do that. And that's wonderful because I've been asking myself, I'm like, what is my purpose? I have some ideas, but I wonder, well, the clarity is coming slowly but surely, but in baby steps. And it's necessary because if we knew exactly what we're supposed to do without having it trickle to us, we would mess this thing up. Guaranteed, we'd mess it up. So at this point, we just have the knowledge that is sent through in a trickle so that we can do what we need to step by step to follow suit throughout our purpose, or through this journey following our purpose. So that's one of the things. And it's also knowing that everything that we do is for our highest good and the highest good of all. It means that the collective consciousness is also receiving this goodness. Now, what I see intuitively is a break in all this chaos. Now, between now and the end of the year, things are going to heat up and dark forces are going to be pushing like you never pushed before into the new year. However, the light is shining brighter. We are shining brighter. And with that, there's going to be those aha moments for people who say, wait a second, number one, why are we fighting? Number two, why are we hating? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And that's feeding the dark forces. So these aha moments will allow us to progress a little bit further into making this threshold, getting this threshold of energy, the vibration is just raising like crazy. And once we get to that threshold, because we're almost there, it is a tipping point that allows us to experience a massive shift. It's not necessarily the great shift, but like a shift in increments. Some of us are already living in this 5D reality. We are at peace with things, no matter what is happening out there. We are recognizing that there is a peacefulness within us that also creates ripples outside of us. So within, so without, right? So let's go on to the second one. This is going to tell a story. Second card is let your dreams be woven true. That's very interesting too. I'm looking at the numbers. The first number we had for the card is 6. This is 5. 6 and 5 make 11. So it's very interesting how things happen. I always look at the synchronicities, and they're happening more and more. So let your dreams be woven true. This is another thing to take in mind, or keep in mind, that basically what we're looking at is a manifestation of the dreams that we have. And it coincides with what we have and what we put out there. And basically, if we're putting out the negativities of it, then we're not going to see this come to light. We're not going to see it come in our favor, or what we think our favor is. It's a learning experience. However, if something comes to you and you've been throwing it out there, it's like, okay, I need money. I need money to pay my rent. Let's just do something just really basic. I need money to pay my rent because I don't have enough. Now, if you keep putting in, because I don't have enough, I lack this, I don't have this, I don't have that, The universe takes that as literally part of the law of that attraction to that energy that says, okay, well, this person's living in lack. This person wants this lack of. So there's a slowdown in the manifestation of what you really truly want. So what you want, our words, our thoughts make a big difference of what it is that we want. So put it out there of what you do want and not what you don't want. This is an important thing. Having said that, let's go in to look at let your dreams be woven true. So the essential meaning here is the card of the dream weavers, co-creation, partnership with divine powers. Trusting your dreams will be in alignment with your soul's destiny, surrendering your will to a higher power. Human beings often believe they create their world through the power of determination and will alone. Hard work and effort, striving, ambition, focus, imagination, and desire are all worthy components of reality creation, but they're not the only ones. To truly be an empowered co-creator and work your magic in the world, you need to remember you are in partnership with your higher power. This is the metaphor of the dream weavers. It is a reminder that you are never alone. There are always divine forces at work on your behalf, listening to the stories in your mind and heart and reflecting them in the outer world. There is another message here about the strands in the fabric of reality that are constantly being woven. While there are things you cannot change or control, there are also the threads you choose to weave into this fabric of life based on the electric force within you. You dance between surrender and creation, fueled by your inspired dreams and intentions. Now is not the time for pushing harder, but for allowing things to organically take your course or take their course. Do your part, taking your steps, but surrendering the rest to the divine. Remember, your job is to know your why and hold space for the energy of your dream. In weaving the sacred essence of your desire, the how of it will be revealed. Weave and let go, weave and release. Let your dreams be woven true, and like magic, things will seem to work out, even when you're not concentrating on the pattern. So, this is interesting because it says, put it out there. Let that dream, let your desires be made known to the universe, but do not be attached to the outcome because spirit always has something much better as an outcome for you than you could ever imagine. So this is a beautiful one, especially for the fact that we are in this very open spiritual portal at this time, because the November or the 11/11 gateway portal kind of goes through almost the entire month of November, and then we kind of overlap with the 12/12 portal that's coming up in December. So we have these times, and these are also times where people choose to exit this world. Just so you know, if you see, and we always tend to see a lot of people that tend to exit or cross the veil, cross over at this particular time, November and December. And we all always kind of wonder why. Well, there are portals that are kind of opening up. It's almost as though those that decide to go, they're already, number one, they've decided upon this with divine spirit, and before they came as a possible exit point. And if they choose to do this, what they are doing is also allowing their karma, their energy, their chi, if you want to say that too, to anchor to the grid of the earth, and also helping the earth to raise its vibration, or raise her vibration. So that's one of the major things about the portals too. But we're also, of course, feeling the energy coming in from the great central sun and allowing ourselves to be ignited on the inside with our DNA. So this is a crucial time, and it's perfect for dream weaving. So in other words, creating your reality. What do you want to see in the world? Well, this is very important. We are watching, for those of you who watch media or watch news, don't. Strictly, just don't. Or don't get so attached and involved with it, because it will just take you down what's going on. And that's what's being shown in the media. So what you need to do is discern, number one, discern what is truth from that, because it's very difficult. It's like, if you got a waterfall, it's probably one drop that's coming through. Just saying that. But also, make sure that you can go to something that brings you joy, because that could always bring you down, and it clutters your brain, it clutters your mind. when that happens, it's harder for you to actually focus, get into any type of spiritual focus for yourself, that clarity of going through life and like even simple steps. So the best thing to do, when that's why I say don't even bother looking at it because it's always going to be something bad, is go within yourself and be able to see what you want in the world as within, you will see on the outside without. So dream your dream in the co-creation with spirit to come true. And this is a perfect manifestation time for that, for not only yourself, but to also add to the collective consciousness who hopefully will be thinking the same thing about sending love and compassion out there. And for those who are interested, I have done a meditation for the 1111 Gateway Portal that also fosters peace, love, and harmony. So I will put the link for that below as well. Let's go on to the last card here. In the middle of the bridge. I mean, in this case, right now, you can't make this stuff up. This is for the new moon as well. Just thinking about the fact that we are in a state of manifestation, which is a perfect thing for the new moon. The new moon is about beginnings, and so is the portal. So is the 1111 portal. It's also about this time where spirit helps us in our new beginnings. And that means endings as well. So when we're looking at this, we're kind of in the middle of this shift, this change into something that we are necessarily becoming. And you can't fight it. It's something where if you do, you are causing more friction, and what you want will start to be further and further apart. You will not be able to see it as well. What you want, the clarity of your life, the clarity of goals that you want, you'll start to push it away because of the blockage of the energy that you're going to be putting in. We're in the middle of something amazing. And when you're in the middle of something where there's a transformation happening, and you're going to see chaos on one side and incredible bliss on the other. So let's just see what the book says, the guidebook says about being in the middle of the bridge. The essential meanings: learning from different viewpoints and life experiences, compassionate listening, meeting in the middle. Sometimes you get stuck seeing the world in a particular way. Maybe you've been indoctrinated to see things from a specific vantage point due to your past experiences. After all, society conditions us in the same way, encouraging us to follow the trodden path of this is how we do things. Maybe you've been comfortable throughout your life without finding it necessary to be open to different perspectives. Things have worked well so far, so why change? You're being invited now to see things from others' point of view, or other points of view. It is the appropriate time for you to engage in deep listening as you learn from other people in situations that are completely different from your own. This is a divine orchestration and a celebration of nuance and complexity that will expand your capacity for understanding, love, and compassion. Stay open to whatever you may discover, trusting it will change you for the better. This is also a brilliant moment for creative endeavors that will surely surprise you as you meet the divine halfway across the great divide. Allow these innovative ideas and new perspectives to expand your heart. This is a beautiful moment for exchanging gifts for the highest good. In the middle of the bridge, just know how truly blessed you are. I mean, that's actually kind of a no-brainer in this sense. What this is really, it's telling you where you could very, very well be. You're in this state of abundance. You just need to see that you are in a state of abundance. For example, if you're looking at things that are happening on the outside and actually saying this place is going to hell in a handbasket, well, you're going to see more of that come up. You're going to start to foster that, if you want to call it negative thinking, or polarity of thinking, which is on that extreme side. So this is saying, allow yourself to be open to the compassion that you have within you, so that you can send it out there, to be open to new creative projects that spirit might have you come up with that you would never have thought of in the first place. So there's a lot going on here, especially if you're like if you're in relationships, for example, too, this could be also a time where you might have to compromise, or like they say, meet in the middle, look at this person's point of view, or look at a different point of view in order to make harmony in the relationship. This has to do with all sorts of things. It's not just about just about yourself. It's the whole collective. It's not just about business, it's about relationships. It's not just about relationships, it's about where you are in your physical self too. If you're trying to do something physically, like physically in your body for health, or health or well-being as well. So there's a lot going on here, and this little story that is being told is perfect for this time, especially since we're the new moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio has very fluid emotions, very emotional, very in tune sign. So let's let's look at this story once again. When you feel the magic sing, you're basically in this state where you have this opportunity for a spiritual growth, spiritual movement, spiritual manifestation to change things. But you have to make sure to, also give yourself self-care so that you can foster this ability as well. Then we let your dreams be woven true. Well, at this time too, we have the potential for making amazing manifestations, co-creating with spirit, and just knowing that you're in this position of doing so, then you're responsible for what your thoughts are and what you're what you're sending out there. And also, in the middle of the bridge, this is also to see, or to allow you to see, a new perspective from about not only yourself but also for other people, and of course in the world as well. So we're really in a very interesting position, and like I say, when I talk about a threshold, we're nearing a threshold of energy where we will see some big changes. That my intuition is telling me that we're going to see some pretty big changes between now and the full moon of the end of this month, as well as into December. And once we hit into January, I believe that we're going to start to see the inklings of what we really truly do want in this world, and that it's not less of the puppeteers of the dark forces that are trying to force you or control. I believe that the equality of people will start to shine a little bit, or that there's some inklings of that will come up in the new year. But I will give you another 6-month reading in probably about a month, close to a month, and it'll go from January to June. So hopefully we'll see you in that video as well. But I'll put the links below for the 1111 Gateway Portal meditation, and I'll also put in the 6-month reading that is going to carry you on until the end of this year, just so that you can have a look of what's happened in the last, I guess 10 months or so, and what is to happen in the next month and a half before the end of the year. So I hope this helps. I hope you have a great new moon, and take advantage of some self-care. Watch your thoughts, and just know that you're responsible for them, and know that you're manifesting with spirit. You're never alone. All right. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful time. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.